Hello. Today I'm going to talk about a new initiative we recently developed in Eastern Kentucky to increase immigrant voter turnout and ask for your support with an annual $12,000 grant. This is my international family. That's me on the right. I was born and raised in Eastern Kentucky, and our family currently lives in Russell. My husband is on the left. He is from northern Uganda and came to the United States in 2016. And these are our kids from Ethiopia, South Korea, and Japan. We have experienced firsthand the day-to-day challenges immigrants face with simple routine tasks in America. These are my why for forming Be Kind Kentucky in April of this year. The time for this initiative is perfect. 2024 marks a very important election year, especially for the immigrant community. Immigrants are 14% of our national population. They're 4% of Kentucky's population. And yet they do not understand the influence that they have through their vote. They don't understand the power that they have at their own fingertips with a vote. This is what Be Kind Kentucky wants to change. Because Eastern Kentucky needs an economic boost that immigrants can provide. A $12,000 grant to our organization is to fund a Get Out the Vote campaign for the immigrant community in Eastern Kentucky. Our goal is to double the immigrant voter turnout in this next election cycle. The reasons to encourage immigrant voters is multifaceted, ranging from issues at the national level all the way down to the individual voter. Immigrants can and should take a major role in influencing the issues that matter to them. Be Kind Kentucky will educate them on the importance of their vote and help them to exercise it during this election cycle. Our government is very big on voting. This is a direct snapshot from the U.S. Citizenship and Immigration Services website, and you can see it lists the benefits of citizenship, and number one is voting. Yet from the immigrant's point of view, it's a totally different perspective. If you see here, they list the right to vote as the least important reason to become a citizen. And that's why their voter turnout is so low, and why Be Kind Kentucky has our work cut out for us. We have to convince the immigrants in Eastern Kentucky that voting is important. We do that by helping them understand how our system works and how their vote influences the points above that matter more to them. Our door-to-door campaign and our multilingual materials will help to get that message across. Why have a Get Out the Vote campaign? Simply put, they work. It's proven time and again that when a group makes a concerted effort to increase voter turnout on an issue, like the League of Women Voters has done, like the Rock the Vote campaign has done, it is effective. And Be Kind Kentucky will be effective in our area because we are homegrown. We live here in Eastern Kentucky. We know what our issues are. And we are an immigrant family. We know the challenges that immigrants face. We can speak that language. And the Abelard Foundation, you have a history of supporting these types of initiatives. The three listed here are being funded by you today. This is a timeline of our campaign. We actually kicked it off earlier this year on Citizenship Day, and we did a brief canvassing in advance of the November election. Our major kickoff, though, will happen in 2024. We will purchase our mobile technology, get our multilingual flyers ordered, and then in the springtime, we will really start the boots on the ground campaigning. That will run all the way through the summer and into the final push all the way into the fall, into the election day itself. Here is a view of our budget for the next 3 years. As you can see, your foundation would essentially fuel our efforts initially. We are keeping those initial costs intentionally low by being wholly volunteer-led and deferring larger costs like a physical location or facilities costs until year 3. By year 3, we expect a major contributor to be the U.S. Citizenship and Immigration Services Grant Program. Throughout our entire organization, we will be leveraging our private supporters as well as our collaborative partners. Here Here are some of those partners we have today. East Kentucky Dream Center and the Sandy Valley Transportation Services are our wheels. They will be transporting our people to and from the polls. On the right are the many local high schools who provide our volunteer base. These are our boots on the ground, the people who will actually be registering people to vote. Be Kind Kentucky could not do this important work without our collaborative partners. And the Abelard Foundation is another important collaborative partner. With your annual grant of $12,000 for our first few years, you will be our flagship financial partner. The issues of citizenship and voting rights for the immigrant communities that our Get Out the Vote campaign strategy tackles align perfectly with the Abelard Foundation's interests. Like you, Be Kind Kentucky wants to give immigrants a voice in deciding their own future. And ultimately, helping those immigrant communities do so will help Eastern Kentucky. Few other areas offer an opportunity to directly impact two different issues with a single grant. But by supporting Be Kind Kentucky's Get Out the Vote campaign, you will do just that. Thank you for your consideration.